We're at 1088 North Raymond Avenue, Pasadena, California, performing a video sewer inspection and location. We have run out to the sidewalk area on the street side of the sidewalk where the two properties meet, and that's the point that we're at now. And this is cast iron, appears to be 4-inch cast iron pipe. We're going to pull back and show the condition of the pipe. We are holding some water in the piping. The pipe's pretty flat all the way from the back. Can't really see breaks, can't see a lot of problems because we're underwater coming back. But we'll pull back, show the condition, then we're going to run through the front clean out. Okay, now we're still recording. Record all the way. Did you see it before? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, and it's probably working right now because it's a whole lot cleaner than what it was. You know what I mean? I'm sure it was pretty bad before.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. A little channel in there. It still has some buildup in there. It didn't get jetted out real great, but if you over jet it, if you jet too much, then you're going to blow holes through it. You got a lot of paper sitting in the line that we see, and that's because we don't have a great amount of fall. We don't have enough grade. In this area, it's not terrible compared to areas where we pull back. Only got a little bit of water in here. I'm going to pull back about 15, 20 feet, and then I want to go mark it out there and see where we're at in the yard. We're about good right there. See how flat it is now? See how much water we've got in the bottom of that?
Yeah.
And from here, just about all the way back, we've got quite a bit of water. Okay, so let me go out there and mark this thing out.
She was like a mean little bitch. Or a bitch. She was like a mean little motherfucker. She was like, oh, okay.
On the job, they're in the back property. The back of the truck's wide open. I got all this. I got $50,000 of equipment in the back. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Oh, we're right here. And you're right here right now. Okay, so we're gonna go back in. We'll go back in about 6 feet. 12.
So 0 was the flag on the parkway.
Right, 0 is a flag out there. So we'll go to right here. Now we'll go check it again. We'll get another depth and we'll mark it out.
How does that work? Does it transmit?
Yeah.
And then you just read it with this?
Yeah. Going back, mark this area at about 5'5". It's right on the other side of the fence.
So I take it they don't do cast iron anymore.
Commercial, not in residential. Not underground anyways. Even in commercial underground we're using plastic. Cast iron doesn't hold up that well anymore. Now you're lucky you get 10, 15 years out of it. It's just not made that great.
How long is it possible?
Black hole. Something pretty bad on there. Plastic will last forever. Doesn't deteriorate. Right when we get back here, so you can't even probably see it's black. We're going underwater completely, and it's just dark right in that area. That
And
might
that's
be the tie-in. Hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit better when we run through these. It's too deep.
Does that mean anything right there? Is that, or is that just a connection point?
An offset? That could be a connection or an offset. That looks like plastic. That looks like a piece. There's a belly in the front. But we'll run through the front one and then we'll see, try and locate that tie-in. Do you want to locate the plastic? You want to see where it is?
If it's okay, if it's not, then
It's not.
I need you to do whatever assessment you
Yeah.
need to do so you can tell us what we need to do.
Yes.
Sorry, I gotta make a phone call.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Move off a little bit. Debris on the lens. Keep going completely underwater. So, there's no grade whatsoever on this pipe. See if we jerk it back a little bit, we get out of the water just enough. But there's no water. It's almost flat. It's holding about an inch of water. It's right over the top of the camera head. This appears to be a piece of plastic that was installed in the back part of the property now. How much of it, I'm not sure there is. Underwater this whole way. We transition to cast iron. Right here is where the transition, and it's about 50 feet, so it's right in front of the rear unit, approximately where it transitions. We're at about 180 feet when we pull out of the clean out. We're at about 160 feet. We're at 160 feet from where we started at the sidewalk area.
I have to leave and meet with the contractor. I do.
Okay. I'll go ahead and run the front.
You have my number.
Yeah.
Anything, once you're done, if there's any information you need or anything you want to go over, please let's talk about
definitely.
it. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the repipe of this building.
Yeah.
So you gave me your price for just the back unit, but I wanted to know whether or not you believe, this is the question I was going to ask. When we had the inspector come out, they told us that you had you had galvanized, you had just a mixed bag.
In here.
Right.
Right.
What is the disadvantage of having mixed plumbing? Is it just a matter of you're not going to get the same water pressure.
You're not going to get the proper flow. You're going to get rust in the fixtures and the aerators, things like that. It's just not going to run as clean.
Okay.
And have the volume and the flow that you normally would with copper.
But that's the bottom line.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can have leaks.
Yeah.
You're going to eventually get leaks with galvanized piping.
Okay.
It's always going to leak. It's going to rust up. I don't know what condition it's in the walls and everything else.
All right. One last thought I want to leave you with. One of the folks was recommending that the plumbing in this building be routed to the back and then out and around. Another one said that because of grade, it may actually need to cut across one of the bedrooms. Anyway, something to think about, because our ideas were to have the plumbing, again, point back here and go around, but if it needs to go there, I wonder if that's likely going to change the repipe. So when you're considering the depth and all that stuff and the solution you're coming up with, if there's going to be any impact to the repipe here, let us know.
It's not going to impact the water, only the sewer.
Oh, this is sewage.
Only drain.
Right.
They're two separate systems.
Right, right.
It may be better to cut across. I'd like to get in here and take a look.
Let's do that real quick.
Okay. Okay, we'll leave that. We'll leave that up right now. Okay, we're going to run the camera again from the rear cleanout, and we're going to double check it and see what the line looks like exactly from here to the front of the unit, the rear unit, and we're going to mark it on the downhill side toward the street of the concrete. Okay, this area where we hit the flat spot, start with the belly, is right in front of the rear unit where the concrete has been patched, where they started the plastic piping from. You see as we pull back, the plastic starts right there, and that's where our belly really starts. So this is the front of the rear unit. And we still have a guy's belly in the pipe. All the way from that point to where we get to the opposite side of the cement. We're going to go mark that area right now. Okay, we've located this area on the other side of the concrete. Now we're going to pull back, and we're going to go run through the other clean out. We're going to move from here now. We're going to move from here now and run through the front. Okay, now we're setting up at the clean out. Excuse me, at the rear of the front house. We're going to run through this clean out and try and get out to the city sewer now so we can see the condition of the lateral in the street and mark everything. A little bit difficult to get it into that clean out, then we transition right away to cast iron, and we're going up underneath the unit. Folded back over on itself. We're going out toward the street now. And we're going to pull back after him. We're going to, where it comes out of the unit. And it transitions here to plastic. We'll mark that area after as well. And there's a big belly. And now we're making a turn. I believe now we're out by the sidewalk area, but we're going to mark this turn after as well. Down and go all the way into the city sewer. And it's still casting. Turn, and now we're going into the city channel. Now we're on Raymond, and this is the city channel. And it is cast iron all the way to the city channel. Now we want to find out how deep this city channel is. We're going to pull a brand new lateral all the way from the city channel. We'll see how deep it is. We've marked this area at the city sewer channel tie-in in the middle of the street at 6 foot 4 inches deep. Now we're going to pull back approximately 60 feet. We're going to go out and try and mark off and find out exactly where the pipe exits the front unit to where it could be picked up. There we are in the city sewer channel. Now pulling. So it is 4-inch cast iron all the way into the city sewer. We'll have to have a new saddle installed more than likely. We're going to check and see where this area is. We may have an old clean out buried somewhere. I'm just going to This area is way out toward the front of the property where the neighbors is. Approximately another 30 feet. Camera lens is getting kind of mucked up in the dirty water. There's some ABS right in this area. We're just going to go out and locate this. Okay, we're going to pull out now. We've marked this area at about 4'9", right outside the front left corner of the That concludes our